cuties, it's me Anushka. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I actually asked my Instagram broadcast channel members to share with me something that they would like my advice on as a big sister. And this is just an extension of my entire big sister advice series because a lot of you have been really loving it. So I just wanted to make like a longer episode, have a few of you share your personal experiences. And while my advice may not be the best advice out there, I can assure you that it will be comforting in some way or the other. And also, all of the responses that I have received is so relatable. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, the first response is from Gauri, and she has asked how to make yourself feel better and comfortable without any comparison. So, Gauri, firstly, just know that comparing yourself to others out there, comparing your life to everyone else's lives, is just so natural. Even I end up comparing myself to others, their journeys, their achievements most of the time. Now, coming to how you can deal with it and feel comfortable in your own way, firstly, just focus on your own growth. Sit back and look at how far you have come, and I'm sure that you will feel so proud of yourself because every small win matters. Secondly, on days when you feel too overwhelmed with this entire comparison thing, just limit the scroll on social media because I know social media can be so overpowering. And in that sense, you also need to realize that nobody is really sharing their failures or the negative side of their life on social media. On social media, it might seem, or even in general life, it might seem like everyone has it all figured out, but nobody has it all figured out. Even the most successful person on this planet right now might be feeling insecure about a certain things in their life. They might also be comparing themselves to others, and that's totally okay. And it's okay if we also don't have a few things figured out in our lives. If certain things are not going our way in our lives, that's totally okay. And lastly, I also feel like you should start romanticizing your life. Like, start celebrating the small things in your daily life, such as your morning coffee or your morning routine, your skincare, one thing that you really like about yourself, going out with your friends, just the small things. And I feel like this helps you feel like the main character of your life in such a nicer way. So yeah, just try these things and I'm sure that it'll help because it does help me too a lot. The next question is from Saloni, and she has asked how to get up early when you can't fall asleep because of insomnia. I am not really the right person to answer this because I struggle really hard when it comes to, waking up in the morning, waking up early, but I'm trying really hard to wake up early, at least this year, and I'm sort of succeeding, but I have my days when I really fail at it. And that's also because I'm a night owl. I am my most productive self at night. I am a lot slower in the mornings, but yeah, that's not the point. I will share with you what I do that helps me sleep on time and just, wake up early. Firstly, put your phone aside at least 30 minutes before you plan on going to bed. I know this sounds so preachy, but ever since I started doing this, it just helped me so much. And you can also try something relaxing just before you go to bed. You can maybe read one page of your favorite book or the book that you're reading currently, in case if you are into reading, or you can also listen to some soothing music for like 10-20 minutes just before you go to sleep. And when it comes to waking up early in the morning, what I have learned from my mom, who is an amazing early bird, is that the minute your alarm rings, just get up. Do not snooze it, because the minute you start snoozing it, you will just keep on feeling more sleepy. So the minute your alarm rings, just shut it off and get up from your bed and just walk, do anything that you want, but just get up from your bed. And I think that does help. And also, even if you don't really prefer waking up that early, just try waking up 30 minutes before your usual wake up time. And again, trust me, that makes such a huge difference. I've started doing this this year in particular, and it does change your life. It does change your entire productivity situation. So just do try it. The next question is from Classic World. How to not have spiraling thoughts about the things that can't be undone or not being affected if same questions are being asked by people. Girl, You need to remind yourself of the let them theory. I recently made an episode on this. So, the let them theory is all about letting people judge you, talk about you, question you, or do whatever the hell they want, because ultimately, what they think of you doesn't really matter. People are going to question you no matter what. If you have done something wrong, people will question you. If you have done something right, people will still question you. So just let them. You just need to realize that you are the only person you owe any justification to, and anyone else does not really matter. So don't overthink anything that you don't have your control on. Don't waste your time on it. Focus on what is right in front of you, and I'm sure that if you trust the process, you will figure things out. The next question is from Rudy Anand. She wants me to give a little advice on self love, care, and improvement. When it comes to self care and just self improvement, I just feel like the first step towards getting there is to realize how amazing you are. And oftentimes, because of circumstances and life situations, we forget to appreciate ourselves or even appreciate life. So, one little exercise that you can do is writing down 10 things about yourself or about your day that you're really grateful for. It just makes you feel so much more positive in life, and that is the first step to self improvement and self care. Appreciate yourself. If you are feeling too tired or overwhelmed about certain things, give yourself that little break. Don't be too hard on yourself, basically. Just be your own best friend, be your own biggest supporter, be a good listener to what you really want, and that makes such a huge difference. Okay, the next two questions are from Ananya Jain and Shikha, and both of their questions are on the lines of consistency and being more active and productive in life. I would suggest you guys to make a to-do list of the things that you have to get done, and you know that entire relief of like ticking off things from your to-do list as and when you get done with things in your day, it is so relieving and it is so rewarding. Apart from that, reward yourself, set little milestones for yourself when it comes to getting things done, and the minute you achieve that, reward yourself. It can be a small reward like having your favorite cookie, or just going out with your friends, something like that, anything that makes you happy. So set small milestones and make sure to reward yourself once you achieve that milestone, and it's a great way to stay consistent and more active in life in general. Venus Gautam asks how to glow up mentally, physically, and emotionally. Just know that you are the main character in your life, and in case if you don't feel like the main character already, just like I said before, start romanticizing the small things in your life. Anything that makes you happy, start appreciating the small things, and it'll immediately make you feel so much more in alignment with your life. It'll make you feel so much more positive. Okay, next up, boards के लिए कुछ advice दे दो. कुछ नहीं, बस अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो. You need to realize that boards life में literally एक ही बार आएंगे. So make the most out of it, prepare your best, give it your 100%, but at the same time, remember that it's not the end of your life. So don't overstress yourself, don't let it overwhelm you. अच्छे से करो, अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो, give it your 100%, give it your 200%, but don't let it affect your mental health. Don't let it overwhelm you. Next question is from Anita. How to reject someone nicely or say no to their proposal. Be honest with them. I think nothing is better than honesty. So just come clean, be honest about how you feel, and in case if they don't appreciate your honesty, they are not worth of your time anyway. But yeah, be kind to them even when you're being honest, and let them know that you respect their feelings. You just don't feel the same way, and I think that is totally okay. They should understand it. So just be honest, be kind, and be respectful. Okay, there are a few questions which are again very similar to all the questions that I have answered so far, so I am not gonna take these up, but I am sure that you have got your answer and your advice already, because these are literally very similar. But I'm so thankful that you shared your responses well. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next question, it is from Anaira. How to tackle overthinking because it's so badly affecting everything I want to do or reach my goals. You need to realize that overthinking is totally okay. It is not something weird or abnormal. It is very normal, but there are ways in which you can deal with it. The first and foremost being you need to focus on what is right in front of you, just like I was saying previously. And when I start overthinking, I usually like to talk it out with, a closed one like my best friend, my mom, or anyone that I trust. So I would really suggest you to do that as well. You can also try journaling your thoughts. Just get a pen and paper and just start writing. And it just helps you vent out a lot, which indirectly helps you control your overthinking. So you can really try doing this. This is something that I do, and it really helps me a lot. And take this from like a certified overthinker. A lot of people have asked me questions on, body image, some of them being how to get fat, because people call them skinny. Some people want to become skinny because they are being called fat. So my only advice to all of you out there dealing with, body image issues like this is to realize that you are beautiful just the way you are. I was skinny all my life, and I was bullied all my life for being so skinny, and I tried everything to gain weight. I remember I used to feel like, the day I gain weight, I will feel so much better because people will, finally stop bullying me. They'll finally start appreciating me for the way I look and everything. And I tried every other thing to gain weight, but nothing worked. And then last year, I gained weight out of nowhere because of my health issues, and I became evidently fat. I will admit to that. And I was suddenly bombarded with so much hate for just gaining weight. And all my life, I used to think that people will start liking me a little bit more if I gain weight and if I stop being skinny. But the day I actually gained weight, all that I was greeted with was hate. And that's the day that I realized that, people are going to troll you and bully you and ask you unnecessary questions about your appearance, irrespective of the fact that you are skinny or you are fat. So please don't let others' comments on your body affect you in any way. Just know that you are amazing just the way you are. Focus on your fitness, focus on your health. That is of the utmost importance. And apart from that, what people have to say, just let them. The let them theory again. Just remember that. And the last question for today's video is how to move on from a toxic relationship. Just cut off all ties and speak to someone that you trust again. It can be your sibling, it can be your parents, it can be your best friend. And I know that, when you're moving away from a toxic relationship, certain things in your life might seem like they are out of place, but the only way to deal with it is to again spend more time doing things that you love, spend more time with people that you love, and just focus on the good things in your life. And trust me, there are so many good things. Start celebrating the small achievements, start celebrating the small wins. Do things that you love, spend a lot of time doing things that you love, and just know that, when the time is right, you will find someone who is exactly meant for you. The minute you stop looking and you trust the universe that, okay, I am going to find my perfect relationship, it just happens. Just know that you're amazing. You don't deserve to deal with any sort of toxicity. So if anything is feeling even a little bit toxic, just cut it off, just let it go. And yeah, with that, we have come to an end to today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. In case if you want me to do this more often, let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next Saturday, and until then, bye.